Steve Cohen is one of the most outspoken congressmen in the country. I know because we've had him on the show many times, and he will often say things where I will say, whoa, how do you like that? That's a United States congressman actually speaking his mind, and I love it. So often we have politicians who are politically correct and they go with the same talking points, etc., and everybody wants them to break out of it. Well, Steve Cohen breaks out of it often. Now, he doesn't say anything wrong, he's just brazen about the truth. But, of course, Washington hates that. They want him to get back in line. They don't like any politician saying anything interesting. So we found out that he had been texting. Now, this was back in the day with Victoria Brink during the State of the Union. And that's Victoria Brink right there. She's an attractive young lady. And Steve Cohen had sent a tweet to her saying, nice to know you were watching the State of the Union. Happy Valentine's, beautiful girl. I love you. Okay, I-L-U meaning I love you. And of course, Washington, when they found out about this, went nuts. Oh my God, Steve Cohen's having an affair. First of all, he's not married. How could he be having an affair if he's not married? So, oh my God, somebody's having sex. Everybody shut down the Capitol. All right, we've got a situation over here. I don't even understand the story, right? Now, it turns out it's funnier because he's not having sex with her. He thought that she was his daughter. And when people found out, they're like, ooh. Now, it was a daughter that he had out of wedlock, obviously many, many years ago, decades ago. Once again, he's not married. It's none of your business. And it has nothing to do with what he's doing in office now. And in fact, he was sending a really sweet message to someone who he thought was his daughter. Now, he had this incredible situation where we recently found out, in a Maury Povich type of situation, that it turns out Steve Cohen, you are not the father. No, but seriously, he was upset by that, very understandably so, because he had spent a considerable amount of time believing it was his daughter, and now he finds out that in fact she is the daughter of the person who had raised her. This couple was together. The woman had obviously been with Steve Cohen at one point and believed Steve Cohen to be the father, but it turns out she was wrong. In fact, the person that she was with at the time was the father. It's an oil tycoon, so Victoria Brink is set either way, bless her heart. So we went through all this, and now at one point when they found out about this, reporters came to ask Steve Cohen about all this, and he thought that they were, constantly asking for comments. And again, there was all this criticism, but he didn't. Like, they did a DNA test. It's not like he said she was the daughter. The woman came in and said, that's your daughter. Why wouldn't you believe him? Why wouldn't you believe her? It doesn't, like, he did nothing wrong in any of this, but it doesn't matter. So we have a code red, there was sex, and oh no, there was wrong daughter, blame someone, right? And then he made the mistake of tweeting this out. When a reporter asked him about it, he said, you're very attractive, but I'm not talking about it. Oh my God. Code red! Code red! We have a politician saying someone's attractive. Look, this guy's not like the mayor of San Diego. He's not putting women that work with him in headlocks and whispering sexual things in there. He just said you're very attractive. Now, you might find that a little inappropriate for a congressman to say to a reporter. I get it, right? But the world didn't end, okay? The Capitol dome did not collapse. Everybody bring it down. When they asked him to comment on the news scandal that he'd called a woman attractive, he said, say something nice to a reporter, get attacked, okay? This is Washington. But now the sharks are in the water, so he has a 1986 Caddy, he has it towed, and he has a conversation with the African-American tow truck driver who towed him, and he relays that the truck driver said that he thought Steve Cohen was black. And he's saying the driver said I acted black, and then he gives a full explanation. And people are like, oh, nah, racist. Oh, look at this. Okay, but wait a minute. Now let's hear the whole story, and then you be the judge. He says, I drive an 86 Caddy. A lot of African Americans drive old cars. A stereotype. A lot of African Americans drive old cars. I'm having no luck. He drives me. We ditch the car. I come out and I tell him the story. Find daughter. Great. Find out it's not daughter. Blitz. He goes, man, you're black. And I took it as a compliment. I hear it in Memphis all the time. My constituents don't look at me as a white person. They say, you're one of us. Code red! Code red! A congressman says something interesting. Take him down. Okay. But he didn't say he was black. The driver said he was black, and he relayed the story. And he called it a stereotype. And they're kidding around. They like each other. It's not Rush Limbaugh saying to someone he doesn't know. They're talking. They have a pleasant conversation. He relays that conversation. And now, once again, he's in trouble for things that he didn't do anything wrong on. And by the way, Steve Cohen is also one of the most progressive congressmen in the country. So when David Vitter actually has sex with a hooker, and he's a Republican from Louisiana, and he admits it, he comes back and everybody's like, oh, David, way to be. No, come on, it's all in the past. They're like, oh, Congressman Cohen said something, oh, he loves that girl. Oh, it's his daughter. It doesn't matter, blame him anyway. Oh, he said a reporter's attractive. Oh, I can't. Think about that, man. A reporter's attractive. The other one had sex with a hooker, okay, which is illegal. He's a senator. Oh, that's totally fine. I can't believe you call someone attractive. No, they hate progressives. They hate them, man. They can't stand them. And they can't wait for some sort of sex scandal, even if there isn't one. In this case, Steve Cohen is massively not guilty. And it's not just because I agree with his policies. Today in the news, we had Anthony Weiner. I agree with his policies, and I'm done with that dude. He has no judgment, and he's a clown, okay? And I wouldn't hesitate to say that about anybody, even if I agreed with them, even if they'd been on the show many times. But in this case, come on, man. Find a real scandal. This is nonsense.